Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And funny thing happened today.
Which funny thing? There's been several funny things today.
Funny thing happened on Twitter today. Yeah, several
Take
funny
your
things.
pick.
So James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy, right, defended Chris Pratt from a rando Twitter troll who tried to petition Marvel again to fire Chris Pratt as Star-Lord because they don't like Chris Pratt's politics, alleged politics.
And where he goes to church.
Or where he goes to church. And James Gunn actually stood up for Star-Lord. He did. I'm actually very proud of him. He did. Now, this is a guy who has been on the receiving end of cancel culture himself.
That's true.
He's also said before, which I don't agree with, that he agreed with cancel culture. Even
also
though
true.
He got canceled, but he also got uncanceled.
So it's okay. It's not good when they're canceling him, but he believes in it when they're canceling other people.
Right. But in this case, I think it's absolutely fantastic that he stood up for Chris Pratt because Chris Pratt has been taking a lot of shit, especially from Twitter, for years. And it all goes back to an interview that Elliot Page had 3-4 years ago talking about Chris Pratt's church, and ever since then...
Not what he did himself.
No, but they didn't like his church, so that hit Twitter, and then he didn't do a Biden fundraiser, and it turned out he couldn't do it because he had other commitments. And,
but he shouldn't have to. Other stars didn't do it either. Other MCU people didn't go either.
But he's been put in the crosshairs by Page, I believe, and Twitter. And James Gunn's like, yeah, he's not going anywhere. We're not recasting him. If he gets recast, we're all leaving all at the same time.
Because, and I remember when this was going down the first time and Zoe Saldana was defending him, and the people that were all talking about how, his church is Istophobic and how terrible it was, immediately turned on her and started calling her racist slurs. Because that's what these people do. They're like, you're not, how dare you, you're an istophobe until you don't do what they want. And then when you don't do what they want, they act like the worst istophobic trolls you've ever seen.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this. This maybe once and for all will put an end to the...
it won't.
Well, it'll at least put a dent in the harassment, I think, toward Chris Pratt on Twitter, because now James Gunn will actually respond.
They're just going to harass James Gunn now. They're just going to tell Disney to fire him too.
Again,
yeah.
Fire him again, and then again. Anyway, we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants. Guys, over 265,000 subs. Yay! Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about Twitter a lot because there's a lot going on with Twitter. And as we've said before, Twitter is ground zero for cancel culture. Everybody who loses a job in the media or in Hollywood or whatever, it seems like they got canceled on Twitter, or Twitter outrage mobs were involved.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt has been in the crosshairs for 2 or 3 years now. Yep. Again, thank you, Paige, for that. And, Twitter doesn't forget. Every time Chris Pratt comes up, it's always like, oh my God, what Chris could we replace Chris Pratt with? And now they're calling for Patrick Wilson from Aquaman to replace Chris Pratt. But this didn't go the way that Megan 2.0 she/her thought it would go, because James Gunn got in there and said, for what? Because of your made up, utterly false beliefs about him, for something that someone else told you about him that's not true. Twitter, yeah. Chris Pratt would never be replaced as Star-Lord, but if he ever was, we would all be going along with him. Now, say what you want about Guardians of the Galaxy. Say what you want about people working on the movies. I know Dave Bautista was pretty salty when Disney fired James Gunn.
He stuck with them. They stuck together.
They seem like a pretty loyal crew. I mean, I'm going to be honest. They all seem to have each other's backs in real life, too. You don't hear about the drama going on in between them. They actually seem like they're a pretty solid crew. And they're loyal to James Gunn. That has to say something about him. I don't agree with all of his political hot takes or whatever, but the fact that he seems to go to bat for his people and they go to bat for him says a lot.
It seems like he's, an old school person, meaning, older than 5 years ago, when people had different beliefs or voted different ways, and y'all could still be friends and you could still work together and have a lot of fun and make great things. And it didn't matter who you voted for because, you're just a good person and you're a fun person, and that isn't all you are.
Yeah.
It's wow, mind-blowing, I know, right?
Mind-blowing.
Someone tell Twitter.
I think things are going to change on Twitter. I think
so too. It's going to be glorious.
It's going to be glorious. I think things are starting to change. I think people have had it with cancel Cancer. Yeah, that's about
It's
it.
about cancer.
Everybody's had it with cancer. They've had it with cancel. That was a Freudian slip. They've had it with cancel culture being a cancer on the ass of the world. And I just think it's really cool that James Gunn kind of hopped in there, because this is kind of uncalled. And it's not like this is a one-off. This happens all the fucking time. Like every time I see Chris Pratt trending, it's all like, how can we get him fired? He didn't do anything
this time, did he? He didn't. He's breathing, apparently.
He's breathing. That's what he's doing. Probably because of the Thor 4 trailer. He was in that. And now people are reminded he exists.
Yes,
it's like, oh my God, Chris Pratt's still breathing and he's still getting work. We have to fix it. To Twitter, everybody, to Twitter.
Well, that's going to end soon because they're all leaving Twitter now because Elon Musk bought it. Yeah, they're all yelling they're going to leave Twitter. And I'm thinking, where's the downside? I mean, I don't know necessarily if it's going to get any better. I'm hoping it is. But it's like, if all these people that leave that say they're going to leave, I'm thinking it might actually be a better place just for that reason alone.
Yeah. So he's supposedly, now here's the thing, he's supposedly associated with the Hillsong Church, but then it turns out that there's, I guess, another church that he goes to now, Zoe Church, which was an offshoot of that church. I don't know. He said the church he goes to, whichever one it is, the doors are open to everybody. And as far as the Hillsong Church goes, which is the one that Elliot Page had a problem with, a lot of celebrities went to this church. This is like a Hollywood mega church, Hillsong. Justin Bieber, so I guess you're going to cancel him. Selena Gomez, Haley Baldwin, Chris Pratt, of course, Jenners, Kardashians, Vanessa Hudgens. I mean, come on, who you going to cancel? Mm-hmm. Let's cancel all these people. Jonas Brothers, Haley Steinfeld. Oh my God,
they're all standing for her right now.
They're all standing for her. Yeah. Because she's Kate Bishop and she's going to show Hawkeye what's what. Yeah. All these people. Bono from U2, who I think everybody knew Bono was a Christian. I mean, their early albums were...
It's funny because they're having a fit about him going to this church, but they're completely fine with all those other people going to the church. It's just him specifically.
So I like this. It's clear he's a conservative, James Gunn, and a Republican.
A Christian, which is bad. All bad.
His PR team does an amazing job, but his actions only align him with oppressive groups.
Well, wait, let me get this straight. So these people are yelling that you shouldn't just, judge someone based on things like their skin color or, who they sleep with and all that stuff. But he or she, was it a he? I don't know, is saying that because of who they vote for and what groups they're part of, that just automatically makes them bad. But you're not allowed to say that about them. Mm-hmm. If they vote the other way of you, that just means they're automatically on the side of righteousness? No.
Oh, they're going after this low-hanging fruit again. Did you forget his Instagram post praising his wife for giving him a healthy daughter and the fact that his church is anti-LGBT and he defends them because they helped him through his divorce? Why wouldn't somebody want a healthy child? Yeah, every damn thing he does, they pick it apart because he's in the crosshairs. And again, he's a big target because he's an A-lister in Hollywood. And he doesn't toe the line. And he doesn't.
And some of those other people that were there were people in Hollywood, including like people they like, and they're always kissing their ass.
Yeah.
They go to that church too, or they have gone to that church before too.
Yes.
So you gonna go out and cancel all them, or you're gonna go? Oh, they might vote the way they want them to. Then that makes it's okay. Because what this comes down to is who you voted for. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Christians that voted Democrat.
Yeah.
I'm mind blown. What are you going to do then?
It wasn't.
They voted for who you wanted. They're still terrible people because they're Christians.
In Eastern PA, I know a lot of Catholics for a long time voted Democrat because of the unions.
Right. And you know what else? Yeah. Your mind's going to be blown here. A lot of non-white people are religious. Some of them are Christians. A lot of other religions, for all your, Christians are bigots because they hate whatever. There's a lot of other religious groups that y'all stand for that are actually stricter than Christians. But and you know what? Some people that aren't straight, Christian. I know, right?
I know, right? It's like, come on. He keeps his religious beliefs to himself, mostly. I mean, he thanks God. He says he's a Christian, but he's not getting in people's face about it.
He's not being annoying about pushy.
It. He's not,
he's saying, he seems to get along with everyone, even people that are different colors than him, they vote differently than him. They might sleep with people different than he does. Gets along fine with them.
Yeah. Yeah, and Twitter shows its true colors when the chips are down.
Because they're when they go on about oppression and islamophobia and toxic, bullshit, they themselves, demonstrated it every turn.
Yeah.
But then they yell at everybody else. But why they behave in the exact same way they say they're offended by.
I think things are changing. I think things are changing on Twitter. I think that we're going to see more Hollywood people actually come out now that they don't have to be as afraid of the cancel culture mobs because things are changing. They're going to come out and actually say what they think.
Oh my God, did you see this one? We don't like him. We are allowed to dislike him. You don't have to agree, but you don't get to tell 100,000 plus people that their opinion of him is invalid. Why? People like you do it to everybody all the damn time.
Yeah.
Because we just had one person saying that he's a shitty person because you could think he's conservative, you think he's Christian, and whatever the other reason was. There's lots of times I don't agree with somebody because I don't like something they like or vice versa. And I don't say anything to them, but they have no problem coming down to me and telling me I'm all kinds of terrible things because they think I am because I don't agree with them. What the hell?
I think things are changing.
You are allowed to dislike him, though.
Yeah, you're allowed to dislike him.
You are allowed to.
You don't have to like him. There are a lot of actors and actresses out there that I dislike. There are some that I don't like them personally, but I like things they've been in. So it's kind of like, I like this movie or I like the show, even though I think you personally are a douchebag. What are you going to do?
Well, my question is this. Elliot Page said he didn't like them. To all those people who watched that interview, more than 100,000 plus people. Well, what if we like him? Why was she telling us we weren't allowed? He telling us we weren't allowed to like him. I'm like, we can make the same argument in reverse. I mean, just agree to disagree and call it a day.
Yeah, don't watch his movies. I mean,
yeah, no problem. There you go.
How hard is it? You don't like him.
Because they want to see the movie. They just don't want to see him in it.
Well, they were all giddy. They thought that they were going to make Star-Lord gay for Thor to stick it to
they're trying to push that narrative.
They're doing it in the comics.
Yeah, I know.
They're bisexual in the comics.
They're trying to and I'm like, no, that's not what that scene meant at all. That scene meant I want you to see me as your friends and family. I want to be part of your group. I want to be, included. I want to be, I want to be part of that. That doesn't mean I want you to hump me.
Twitter, when you've got two same gendered persons just glancing at each other, that means sex. That's basically it. They're gonna have sex. So we're gonna wrap this one up. Good on James Gunn.
Yeah. I just hope he sticks to that.
Stays sane. And by the way, I do like Peacemaker. If you're listening, Peacemaker's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. He does a lot. Actually.
I do. You're like it's the dudiest.
You like Suicide Squad too.
I actually held off on watching the Suicide Squad because I didn't like Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. So it took me months to finally get around to watching it. When I watched it, I was like, oh my God, I love this movie.
Squid King got Pinky Boo watching it too.
She's watched it like 3 times.
I know, he got her to watch it.
And I love Peacemaker too. So there you go. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Now he's just tasty, delicious, rotten flesh meat, which I can consume. Don't read into it too much.
Just like our museum, the cafe's open and Brewster is eager to serve. I don't think this was in the show. Run. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, she was begging and you kicked her in the face.
I don't care.
Hey guys, Squid King here, and today we're in a...
Not girl boss at all. She is not a material girl.
She is not. Oh, it's Christmas time here in your mom. Nobody wants to join your mom.
What?
Like I can't even cook kid cuisine right. I would last about 2 minutes with Gordon Ramsay.
What? Where is he?
He's hiding. He's hiding from you.
He better.
Oh my God, you got the axe.
Walker, does this look like Steven Universe? Let me punch him. Well, I'm just here for the wax. Right where you belong.
Get in the dirt.
Well, that was a combination of events I probably shouldn't have put together. Anyways, let's open this bottle too.
Chica Pinata. Is that official?
Oh, no.
There's a bootleg.
Hello. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, it's Diamond Tool.
Let's make a farm.
Like and subscribe and buy my merch.
I mean, while you're here, you guys should really like and subscribe and buy our merch, all of which we have.
That is true. You can't run them carrying trash. You can get away with 1 F-bomb per PG-13 movie.
I wish I'd known that sooner.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap this effer up.
Yes.